A banding area, you can expect mostly sunny skies, highs in the mid 50s. Afternoon hours in the IE area, sunshine, highs upper 50s, and afternoon hours in the Coachella Valley, sunshine dominates. Expect highs in the 60s. I'm forecaster Jimmy O'Neill for Smart Talk 1490 KMET.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio KMET 1490 AM. We appreciate each and every one of you. There's a lot of things going on in the world. There's something that we had a discussion on about maybe a couple weeks ago. And, we said it's not right. Okay. But there's an update on that, on something that wasn't right. I will say this, though. In a way, like, I'm happy, but I'm also like, huh? I'll let Jesse explain. Jesse, what's going on over there?
Yes. Okay, so remember we were discussing Brittany Griner and how she was held in one of those gulags, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I would not wish that
And what's a
upon.
gulag for those that don't know? She's basically the people. Okay, she's the person that is the basketball player that went away for how long?
Oh my God, any more than 1 year is too much. But I think she was supposed to be going away for like 9, 10 years.
9 years in Russia.
Oh,
Okay, Russia. There's nothing good with Russia. Okay, and with this story, I guarantee you can understand that. Go ahead, Jess.
yeah. So they finally did a prisoner exchange, and she was released today. So I am so glad she got out of that Russian penal colony. Is it penal colony or gulag? I don't know. I keep seeing
It's
weird words.
called No Way Jose. You do not want to be. You do not want to be. This is her. This is the photo that we posted. I said, look at her. She's innocent, obviously. I'm not happy. I mean, she's hugely tall. I was like, if she stays in there, she's going to be massive because she's going to bulk up. She's going to try to defend herself. She's going to try. Okay, did you ever see the movie? I know you did, Jess, but for those out there, you should go watch it. Black Widow. Okay, in the movie, her dad is locked up. Okay, you remember that? It's
Yes,
like that in Russia, okay? There's nothing fun about Russia, man.
right, obviously. So yeah, so they finally did a prisoner exchange, and she's coming home. So, yay!
So, yay, good job, awesome. Okay, now the flip side of that, how is she coming home? Who did they trade her for?
So yeah, this isn't basketball. So they did a prisoner exchange for a Russian arms dealer called Victor Bout.
Uh huh.
Now, okay, so a lot of news stations are reporting they're using his nickname, which doesn't help the trade because he has a nickname called the Merchant of Death. That does not help the trade at all, in my eyes.
It doesn't. It doesn't. And this guy, okay, let me just put some perspective, okay? This is the dumbest trade ever, okay? She got caught with some what was legal cannabis, okay? Let's just say it what it is, okay? Russia's not happy with that. Russia is against it 100%. If a Russia person is found with this, they wouldn't go this heavy on it. That's number one. Whenever somebody says witch hunt, this is a witch hunt, okay? And in a way for anyone smoking weed or anyone like wanting to travel, do not do it in Russia. They will lock you up. And now I know why. They're like, okay, we want something from you guys. Now, the person that they traded with is such an unequal trade. Okay, take your like new guy that just got inducted to like let's see. Which sport do you like most? Baseball?
Uh, I know nothing about any of those sports. Let's go with
Okay.
football.
Huh?
Let's go with basketball. I don't know.
Let's go. Okay, fine. Let's go. I know baseball better. Let's say. Sorry, I don't know basketball as well. Okay. You know what? Let's go basketball. Let's say you trade Kobe Bryant with a guy that just got out of high school. Is that a good trade?
No, that is not a good trade at all.
Now, let's say the guy from high school just killed a bunch of people. Oh, and he knows where to find a bomb eventually because he has connections. There's a reason he got in prison to begin with. Do you see the problem with this trade? We basically gave them a guy. He's been equated to the Nicolas Cage character, which was the one where uh, he plays an arms dealer, right? It was in 2005, but it's like him, but it's not him. Okay, so it's not like based on this guy. This guy is so smug. He's like, yeah, and in every photo you ever see of this guy, if you want to go, what's his name again?
His name is Victor Bout.
Yeah, Victor Bout, right? Victor has guys in high places, obviously. All right, you know when they trade spies? This isn't even equal to that. She is not a arms dealer. And what's an arms dealer, Jess?
They sell military weapons or just weapons in general to other countries. Let's say two countries are fighting. Let's say I'm going to supply countries to the losing or weapons to the losing one.
You
So that's
basically trade with everyone. So he knows where to find the bomb. He knows where to find the missile. He knows where to find. Okay, you know Mission Impossible. You ever watch that with Tom Cruise? Okay, Mission Impossible is usually. Oh, perfect example. Perfect example. You know the one. I don't know if you remember this. What's his name is in it, and he's like, it starts off very intense. I don't remember which one it is. Maybe it's Protocol, and the guy's like, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you. And then they get him on a bridge. You know which one I'm talking about? I'm gonna get you. That guy.
Let me see. I think I know who you're talking about in the movie.
He died recently. Great actor,
Yeah.
though.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah, you got it. Good job. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Right? He did that. Like he's like, you got me now. Right? Because they put his face on and they pretended to be him. Right? But he's like, I'm gonna get you. That's this guy. This guy is equivalent to that guy. That guy was like, I'm gonna get you. Right? And he did. Right? So this is that guy, basically. So the U.S. should track this guy 100%. They should put an implant in him, incapacitate him, and find where he goes. That's the only way you could get out from under this. You are the stupidest people ever. Now, I'm happy that she's, like, free. But this is not an even trade, all right? If the U.S. was trading in baseball and or basketball and or, like, they would basically be trading their all, like, that's like trading Shaquille O'Neal for the little guy. And I hate to say this, but I'm going to say he's a little person and he can't dunk. You know what I mean? He's not even fast. He trips all the time. You cannot equate this, Jess.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, because it's like you want her to go free, but you're trading someone who's done some pretty sketchy things.
A lot of people are dead because of him. He knows where to find the gun, man. And this is missile. This is bomb. This isn't little stuff, man. He's not like, hey, do you want a handgun? He's not the pawn guy. He's the guy that knows where to find the bomb, Jess. This guy is 100% not good. It's not equivalent to someone who had medical cannabis on them and had a license, but happened to get caught by like the TSA guard at the door and then, get locked up for it. But, certainly, I'll give you an example. If you go from here to Canada, okay, my mom watches this. It's a good show, actually. It's real. And they follow people that try to cross the border, and then they have like a dog or they have, and it's illegal. They'll send you back. You cannot have it with you because in those areas it's not legal yet. Now, if it's legal, then you have to prove it another way. But there's a whole thing, so you have to know where you travel and know what to do, and just don't take that stuff. Sometimes even medication can technically be considered that, so you got to be careful with that. You may like take like a fruit, not knowing that fruit is illegal in that country, which is why they say claim anything that's in your possession or in your bag, right? And then they ask you, how come you didn't report this? You're like, it's a gift. But what you don't understand is they smuggle things in gifts a lot. So if you don't claim it, and some people, they take money from one to another, but they try to hide it so they don't get taxed, right? But in essence, that's why they say, okay, how much do you have on you? And so you have to report it, right? Because you don't want to. I've never traveled internationally like that. I've only gone to Mexico. It wasn't that bad. But like Russia and other places that are like kind of like this, you got to be really careful. So that's her, okay? She released I'm Happy, okay? Will she be back to basketball? Oh, yeah. Will she be on the circuit of like every... I guarantee, but I guarantee this is going to be the thing. Even Kimmel's going to say, You do understand we gave them someone that's like, I don't even think he's gonna understand how to like. It's not equivalent, guys. And Russia, good job on holding out. This is how you negotiate, Jess. This is how you negotiate. You say, I don't think so yet. Whether like, can you please release her? Yet. Like, what do you got? That's what was happening. That's why she was held back. A, she's a celebrity, and B, she knows people, and people have been fighting for it, so they're happy, right? They're happy, okay? But we gave them somebody who can hand them a bomb and then bomb us like 8 years later. Do you understand the dumbness of this? This guy has so much intelligence. He's that guy, Jess.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like, I wish people would like when we started talking about this. I started slow, right? When I introduced this news article to you.
Yeah, for those that he literally, when I got on with him prior to the show, he's like, so, and then I'm like, okay, and then he released the name. Say the name again. This guy is called the what?
So yeah, I was just like, yeah, I'm like Brittany Griner, she got released, and you were like, yay, and I'm like, yeah, they released him for somebody, and
The
they're like,
Merchant of
the
what?
the Merchant of Death. I'm
The
like, oh,
Merchant of, you gave the Merchant of Death. This guy, people don't understand this. This guy makes money on the trade. Okay, you never win. Okay, every single movie, and this isn't a movie, guys. It's like we're living one. This one, okay, I don't know what he got locked up for, but he has the ability to make a call, get something transferred, say, okay, now fund it, right? And then they fund like $1 million. Okay, now you got it in your, where you want it, right? Usually underground, by the way. They always hide this stuff. Because he has friends, like in places, I can't even say it, because they'll probably bomb us, Jess, but I'm going to say it. We've got, like, okay, areas like Afghanistan, right? Which have a lot of military-grade stuff. They eventually sell it because they don't know what to do with it, especially a missile. Or if they find a missile, they put it underground, they put it in storage, and then they sell it. They don't trade it, okay? This guy's like, awesome, right? But he has that, like, demeanor, like, you're not going to do anything to me, okay? Now, on the street, you want to know who he is. But in, like, I guarantee the world of criminal right now is like, yeah, we've got our guy. Awesome. This is fantastic. Yay. We can finally get for bottom price. And he's going to say, I don't think so. I've been in there how long? He's going to do it in so many people. There's going to be so many people dead all of a sudden. Because this guy's going to be released there. He's not going to prison there. They don't want him in prison. They want him to get them the best deal ever, Jess.
right. I'm like, yeah, I'm just thinking about this. Like, if I was playing like a video game and like Risk or something, this would be an exchange. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, I'm glad she's safe, but come on, we can find anybody better to trade. At least someone on an equal level.
It
Like
just,
a
yeah, there's no comparison, guys. There is no comparison. If we would have traded like a celebrity, which I don't think we lock up celebrity from Russia for stuff like that, maybe for like possession of cocaine or LSD or something like that, that would be an easier trade. Not the Merchant of Death who has ties to connections of, honestly, even like, and I hate to say this, but I'm going to say this, even to certain like military compounds, certain stuff go missing because they make a trade, but they have an in. This guy's in ties with the mafia, the mob, the military, anyone and everyone that has money to buy minimum. Like, okay, you could probably go to him, Jess. You say, here's like, I probably have like a, like, I want a gun. How much? He goes, excuse me? Like, don't talk to me, okay? Like, when you have like $1 million minimum, then we could talk. You're like, oh, God, I don't need a gun for $1 million. He's like, but I have a missile for you for $1 million. Or special, oh, man, Jess, this guy's going to be the robot guy. I guarantee it. He's going to be the guy that knows how to basically, he's going to say, you're just doing that. Why don't you do this? He's got so much intelligence in his head about how to go to war and how to, like, kill. Like, he knows how, that's the thing of, what's that movie called? You're going to want to watch it. It's not that guy, though. The one, Lord of War with Nicolas Cage. Okay, he's been kind of deemed as equivalent, but the Lord of War guy was kind of like more nice than this guy. This guy, Russia got him. Okay, need I say more? Russia is 100%. If you went to Russia, Jess, you would have to act differently. You cannot act like, hey, how you doing? You got to be like, what? You have to be like that because people are really like you just people getting locked just for us speaking about Russia right now. If we were Russia, Jesse, I guarantee they would be at the door. They would find us and they would lock us up. You cannot do things in Russia. Anyway, we got to take a break. We got Bill Norby coming up next. Applebee's, yay! But Lord of War guy with the basketball girl that happened to have a little weed. I don't think so. Not equivalent. All right, we'll be back with more right after this. Stay tuned.
KMET 1490 AM with you everywhere you go by downloading our free smartphone apps found on the KMET website, KMET1490am.com. You can also go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store on your phone to download the free app. Now you can listen live or play any of your favorite programmers' podcasts using your smartphone. Go to KMET1490am.com and download your free phone app today.
After the game, after school, after work, Applebee's is where you want to be to enjoy their bold, savory grilled steaks, salmon, or chicken. Applebee's is located where Beaumont meets Banning, just off 6th Street near Highland Springs Avenue. Applebee's started with the same philosophy they follow today. Focus on serving good food to good people in a neighborhood-style setting. Applebee's also offers Carside to Go when you order online. Applebee's in Beaumont, serving the Pass area. So fresh, so fast, make it Applebee's tonight.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state? Did you miss sending out a prior year tax return? The IRS is out to collect now more than ever, and they'll use any means necessary. They legally can and will garnish your wages, take your money, and even seize your property. If you're behind on your taxes, call the Tax Relief Hotline right now at 951-224-9000. That's 951-224-9000. 951-224-9000. You can legally get your tax debt under control, and in many cases, get the breathing room you need. Garnished wages, property seizures, bank levies can stop immediately, but you have to call. Many of our specialists are IRS enrolled agents. They know the system and how to make it work for you. Don't wait for the IRS to come down on you. Act now so you can get your tax debt under control. Call the Riverside office today for free info at 951-224-9000. That's 951-224-9000. 951-224-9000.
Here's to your health with Joshua Lane. Ideas you can use to be healthy and stay healthy. The current thinking about beauty, fitness, and longevity. Every Tuesday and Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. Wellness talk you can use. Here's to your health with Joshua Lane on KMET, naturally.
We're in the studio with Fred Penny, managing attorney with Penny & Associates Injury Lawyers. Fred, tell us what makes you the #1 choice for handling personal injury cases.
Most of our firm is made up of former insurance company trial lawyers with extensive experience handling all types of personal injury matters. We believe that gives us a distinct advantage.
That's Penny & Associates Injury Lawyers, with locations throughout California. For a free consultation, go to pennyandassociates.com or call 1-800-616-4-LAW. That's 1-800-616-4-LAW.
Welcome back. Yes, it is the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. Yes, it's that time. Bill's got some information. So, did they win or did they, what happened?
Oh, good morning, KMET listeners. No, I wish I had. The defending Super Bowl champions have lost, I think, 6 in a row. And so I don't have any good news there. With the KMET discount, you still do get 10%, have been getting 10% all season long, just for being a KMET listener, but can't double it up this week. But tonight they play against the Las Vegas Raiders. I know we have a lot of Raiders fans in the area, as well as Rams fans, and Raiders should be a good game. Neither team is doing particularly well this year, and so you've got two teams kind of battling it out to see who can be the worst, I guess. But come on down and watch the game, and if the Rams do win, we will double up that discount from 10 to 20%.
Well, in a way, it saves you guys. I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? Like, it's more money out of your pocket if they win. So I'm kind of like, if I was the guy, I'd be like, I'm kind of hoping they, you know what I mean? I hate to be that guy. I'm just saying, and I know. Applebee's is so nice. They actually sponsor, the whole game, every single, but I always wonder, actually, with certain teams and certain like corporations, do they fund the guy that they're like, okay, can we not give a discount on this? You know what I mean? Like, there's always the money guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, no, we're still Rams fans. We're still trying to get as many wins as we can this year, and we of course sponsor the Rams on KMET, the radio broadcast, and we love doing that. And it's a bad year for the Rams, but last year was a great year, and so you never know. Next year is going to be. We've just had a lot of injuries. Our starting quarterback Matthew Stafford has gone down. We just signed. The guy from Carolina, I can't think of his name right now, but he was a number 1 overall pick. He was drafted by the Cleveland Browns, and he's kind of been bouncing around now, and he's now with us, and he can see if he can right the ship. Doesn't at this point this season we're not going to the playoffs. We know that, but let's try to win a few games before the end of the year.
Yeah, please. Okay, so, all right. You got some great stuff there. I will say this. It's still a win at Applebee's. I'm going to bring this up while you talk about it. Please talk to me about the skillets. They are so good. I have video here of the skillets. Can you talk about the skillet choices?
Absolutely. Excite your senses. That's what we're all about with our skillet program. We got the new garlic parmesan skillet sirloin. And that's a steak over a skillet with some crunchy onions and mashed potatoes and broccoli, and it is delicious. We have 5 skillets to choose from, and they start at $10.99 and go on up. There is only one that's at $10.99. That's kind of a that gets hopefully getting people in the door. But and we are selling a lot of that $10.99 skillet, which is the chicken and shrimp scampi, and that's scampi shrimp on top of a chicken breast, on top of mashed potatoes. And on the side, we got some broccoli, and it's a sizzling hot skillet, and comes to your table, and it is a delicious meal.
I'm not gonna lie, I might want to get double. I recently got double of something at another place. I'm not gonna say because the competition, but I was like, you know what? For the price at 10, I'll get 2. Thank you very much, just for me, and then you can get whatever you want. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. Come on in, and at $10.99, you can't beat that. Like I said, that's the only one at $10.99. I have gotten a couple of people in. Everybody does this. They market on the TV. They market in they starting at $10.99 and going up from there. There are 4 other skillets, but they are a little bit more money, but they are also all delicious too.
Yeah, I know Jess is looking at that. What do you think of Jess?
Okay, so first off, I'm not looking at the skillet. I'm looking at the whiskey bacon burger because that looks good.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got all the burgers to choose from. Whiskey bacon is probably my favorite too.
Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I saw that ad and I was like, okay, I love the steak, especially when they zoom in on it. I'm just like, I'm gonna bring it up really quick right now. I'm showing the menu, then the Cheeto flavor stuff, which, by the way, has really kind of. Did that surprise you? The Cheeto flavor, wings.
Well, did it surprise me? Not really. I can tell you that it's here for a limited time. It's on our menu, but I can tell you it's going away in about 2 to 3 months. So get them while you can.
Okay, all right. It surprised me, especially the flamin' one. But look at that steak, the Bourbon Street. It went so quick. That looks just amazing. I want to go now. And Jess, I think you want to come with me. I think we should go play Magic right after. What do you think?
Oh my God, I would love to. You're making me hungry, and it's only in the morning. Oh my God, why are you doing this?
You gotta take me to the place where they play over there, okay, Jess? I'll treat you to Applebee's. We'll go see Bill. How about that?
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Now I come from far, Bill, so that's why you don't see me. Otherwise, you would see me a lot. I live in the LA area, okay? But for people that travel east and or west, where do they get off?
Yeah, we get off at the Highland Springs exit at the 10 freeway. That's where Beaumont and Banning come together. Highland Springs is the dividing line between the two cities. And if you're coming east, you get off on Highland Springs and turn right. And if you're coming west, you get off at Highland Springs and you turn left. So it's right.
Yeah, and just mention KMT. They'll go ahead and give you the 10. Look, there's still good deals all the time. It's not like we can give stuff for free. Jesse and I have to pay. It's not like we get it for free. But again, go have fun, enjoy the people there. They're very nice, and they do things safely. They have a very clean restroom. I always judge a place on their, if their restroom's bad, I make a note of it. I don't go back. So they do a lot of like cleaning. They keep it safe and they keep it, ready to be open. So there you go. All right, Bill, thank you very much for spending time with us. If you want to say anything else before we let you go.
Well, don't forget, we have all for the Christmas season, buy $50 gift card. You get a $10 bonus card. And so you can buy a $50 gift card, or you can split those up for your different people that you want to buy gifts for, and then you can get a $10 bonus card for yourself.
You know what? Thank you for saying that. I have. I sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I have. There's a book that's out. I'm gonna bring it up really quick. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna mix the two. But anyway, there's a book that's out. You should get it, Bill. I talk about restaurant, but I used to meet with someone at Applebee's. He's on the book actually, and we would talk about things business related, but we would do it honestly over happy hour. And then once happy hour was over, he's like, "Okay, I gotta go home." That's the only time I could get him, okay, was for happy hour. And he turned me on to, honestly, a beer that I never had before. You guys have different beers there, and it's Blue Moon. And I was like, huh. He's like, "You want to taste it?" I go, "Yeah, sure." And I taste it. I'm like, huh. And then we order the wings, and sometimes he orders, I think, the chips and salsa, and then sometimes you have, like, other stuff. But that's all we get. We don't get anything else. He gets sometimes wine, but he drinks responsibly, so then when he drives home, he's good to go, but we always talk biz there. So my point is this. I think I'm going to get the gift card because he's been going to another place I don't like that has buffalo wings. That's all I'm going to say. I don't like it. They have bad service. One time they didn't even come back to us because the whole crew quit behind the scenes. Seriously, this really happened. We were like, an hour later, we never got our wings. You guys don't do that, right?
No, we don't. And in fact, we have a happy hour. We have most of our appetizers are half price from 3 to 5 and 9 until we close at midnight every day. And, of course, we have drink specials, too. And so come on down during those hours, and we will treat you right.
Yeah, Applebee's treats you right. Okay, that place, it's wings in the moniker. They quit several times when he went. And this is in Manhattan Beach, man, the area, or maybe, like, Redondo area. And I was like, how come they're not coming? He's like, I don't know. And we were, like, talking. We had a drink, but you want to offset it with some, wings and or food that we ordered. They never came back. And we're like, what's the problem? This was, like, maybe, like, an hour later. And we had a debate. Do we pay for it? Because no one was coming with our bill. We pay for it, obviously. But my point is this. Don't go to that place. Go to Applebee's where they treat you right.
Yes, please.
There you go. All right. Thank you very much for spending time with us. Make it a great day. And again, it's Applebee's. Go check it out at Beaumont and Banning. We'll be back right after this. Stay tuned.
Are you paying rent because you think you cannot afford to live in your dream home? Are you renting because you don't believe that you have the down payment funds to purchase your own home? The Siegel lending team at ronismylender.com has up to $25,000 to help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. Contact the Siegel lending team today at ronismylender.com. Again, ronismylender.com, license under NMLS 217037. ronismylender.com.
When you want the best performance for your vehicle, think only of Scott's Headers and Mufflers in Beaumont, right off the I-10 and 60 freeways. Check out Scott's complete list of performance products on their website at hdrinfo.com. Scott's Headers and Mufflers can recommend ways for your car or truck to get better gas mileage and cut down on emissions. Need your car or truck to pass smog only? Go to Scott's Headers and Mufflers in Beaumont. Find out all of your questions on vehicle performance by logging on to hdrinfo.com. Scott's Headers and Mufflers in Beaumont, hdrinfo.com.
Tried shipping a package lately? It's amazing how difficult and time-consuming it can be. Packing envelopes, boxes, second-day ground, next-day air, it's all enough to give you a headache. Next time, do yourself a favor, go with the pros at the UPS store in Beaumont. They'll pack it right and let you know all your shipping options. You can also take care of everyday tasks like copies, faxing, notary services, and live scan fingerprinting. And while you're there, pay your Edison, gas company, and Verizon bills. Open extended hours Monday through Saturday. The UPS store in Beaumont, located in the Oak Valley Plaza at 1440 Beaumont Avenue. Call 951-769-5956. That's 951-769-5956. 5956. Online at the upsstorolocal.com/5027 or Google 5027.
Football season is back, and every Monday night, the Two Coot Lounge at the Yamava Resort and Casino in San Manuel is where you need to be. Come cheer on your favorite team and become a Club Serrano member for your chance to win incredible prizes, enjoy food and drink specials, and be entertained by the 66ers dance team. It's the Monday Night Pigskin Party at the Two Coot Lounge at the brand new Yamava Resort and Casino in San Manuel in Highland, California. Rep your team, and we'll see you there this Monday.
Mattress Brothers Overstock Mattress Sale. Just $3.99 for a foam encased queen pillow top set. $3.99. Check out Mattress Brothers $3.99 Overstock Sale. Mattress Brothers at 120 West Redlands Boulevard in Redlands. The $3.99 Overstock Sale is on now. $3.99 for a foam encased queen pillow top set. Mattress Brothers also has locations in Hemet, Riverside, and Palm Desert. The $3.99 queen pillow top sale on now.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET, 1490 AM. Big shout out to Bill. Obviously, did some great things. Jess, I'm sorry. I tried to get off this because I don't want to be like, a horse, but I literally go to my news here where we get our information from, and I go to top headline. Here's the top headline, Jess. Victor Bout was the world's most wanted man prior to his 2008 arrest, Jess. He was the most wanted man. If you're just joining us, I'm so sorry. Those of you tuning in on the radio, we apologize. Forgive me. I didn't introduce what we're talking about. A basketball player who had cannabis in Russia got recently 9 years in jail for cannabis. Okay, she had it on her when she was traveling. It's medical cannabis, and she actually uses that stuff. Okay, for medical reasons. She proved it, but they didn't care. Basically, they got a call from on top that says, "No, don't release her. Give her the maximum." Right? So she got maximum. Behind the scenes, they were dealing with the U.S. in like, can we trade her? We'll take care of it on our end, right? Basically, we release her, right? Because there's communication, but there's not, okay? So then they released this guy, which Jess was looking at. Now it's top headline, so everyone's going to see this because everybody's like, what's wrong with this? I can't even understand. He was the guy that the world was like, maybe the world wanted him in a different way, all right? This is more in like federal government, people that are like, no. Okay, you know Osama bin Laden, Jess?
Yes. Of course I know.
He knew Osama, unless Osama's still alive. There's a conspiracy on that. But he knows those guys. He probably traded to them. He probably made them a lot of money too. He's like, what do you got over there? They're like, well, we got this. Awesome. He's the guy that makes the trade, man. Oh, Jess. When they say the most wanted, why would you release the most wanted to the world when they were the most wanted? That makes no sense, Jess.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, for one, like I said, I feel bad that she was arrested. She should not have been arrested, at least not for that long.
Jess, there are people around here that want to ruin life for us, Jess.
Yes, I know.
No, you don't. I just saw this.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Maybe there's a reason for this. Maybe there's a reason. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to bring this up, okay? And every woman that has seen it understands this, okay? So they can't be mad at me, all right? And Jess, you can't be mad at me either. I'm not a sellout, okay? This one tweeted something, and then it got scrapped. She is. Somebody does not want fun to happen in the world, Jess.
Okay, what happened?
Okay, I'm going to bring it up so you can see. Sometimes just can't see what I show, by the way. So he's like in the dark.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Wonder Woman, according to this, I hope it's a mistake. It says Wonder Woman, a no-go.
Please don't. Oh, okay. Thank God. I thought she passed away. Wait. So there's no Wonder Woman 3? Oh, thank God. After what happened after that second one, I'm all for it.
Just whatever.
I know. I'm sad. I'm them. But
You
you
are.
know,
You're so that guy. All right, whatever. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't like the ending. Okay, I'm with you on that. It was kind of like. All right, I love the first one. I love the first one. All right, let me do some research because the way I'm going at this, I'm like, man, somebody's not this because this is Wonder Woman 3 scrapped a day after Gal Gadot's tweet. Okay. I looked at the info. I'm happy about this. Okay, and here's why. Because I'm like, come on, they made so much money on that. And Gal Gadot, love her or hate her, she's Wonder Woman, man. All right. It says this. Okay. I think I get it now. I get it, Jess. Remember how you said James Gunn, and some of the people are like now over there at DC, right?
yes. Okay.
Okay, who's James Gunn for those that don't know? Because some people don't know.
James Gunn is the director of the Guardians of the Galaxy films and so much more.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, so he started as one of the co-creators or no, I don't know. He's one of the people in charge.
And he also did Star Wars, the last 3, okay?
Yeah.
Visually, and he did Star Trek, the best 3, I will say. Because visually, when I saw Star Trek, and the way they did, especially the first one, I said, wow, this guy really gets it, especially like when it turns around and everything. There's certain little things that he does in each one that are very similar, like the way it turns around and goes through the narrow opening, right? They did it in Star Wars too, but he did all of it, okay? And then Guardians, which is big Marvel, right? So people look to him for like, okay, so this is the problem with certain headlines. They don't say what it is, okay? So you got to read the article. So let me go back. They put a kibosh on the treatment, meaning the script that was going to be Wonder Woman 3. Does that make sense, Jess?
Okay. So they just scrapped the script. That's fine.
Yeah.
They just scrapped this specific script because what he's probably doing is he's shifting everything around to get a more streamlined.
Bingo. Yes, and to get some like okay. For those of you, man, my internet's all over the place. I'm probably not streaming right. Anyway, to give you some perspective, okay. And I saw it, and you guys should go see it. I'm a huge fan of Guardians of the Galaxy. Right now, it's kind of been like lagging. I'm like, what are they doing over there, all right? But they did a little special. Jess, you turn it on, and then it's starring Kevin Bacon, right?
Oh my God, I haven't had so much fun in a holiday special in such a long time.
They really did it good, man.
They did it great. The music was fun. It's catchy. I sing along to it every day, unfortunately, and yeah, I love it.
And look, Gunn is not away because he made an appearance in it. It's very quick. I don't know if you caught it. He makes an appearance, okay, with his fam. All right, they're on the Hollywood scene where they're like in Hollywood. No one knows that they're not like one of the ones that dress up. Anyway, he makes a scene, okay, because he's in both. Okay, that's. I'm giving you guys a little just so you know, like ahead of time. Be prepared for it. They're gonna do a mashup. They're already hinting at it. All right, this is a way DC comes with Marvel at some point. It's the multiverse. It's not hard. You just multiverse that, okay? But let's go back to this. All right, it says this. The filmmaker, who's Patty Jenkins, I don't know what he's written. It says he was expected to hand in a screenplay. But according to the new bosses, which is James Gunn and Peter Safran, I don't know enough about Peter, but I know James. James is a perfectionist, okay? Like James Cameron, they would never get along. But in a way, he'd be like, no, that's not where I want to take it. Because he has kind of like, and people that do the research on this, Stan Lee met with a bunch of people at a party, and he put together basically like in a room, guys, I want to do this. That's why he was in every single Marvel, like, because he had this thought of like, let's make it big, okay? He has thought. I know he wanted to live to like 100 and something, but he's no longer with us. But he set in a way what DC should have done, which is tie it all together, like with another. But it started with Iron Man, right? But it was a whole plan for years to come. So that's why when they released, and people were like, "Oh my God, look at like the layout." they're all tied and interwoven together. That's why even like if you haven't seen it yet, go get Disney. What's that one? She-Hulk. She-Hulk ties a couple other ones together where they have more TV verse, right? Which is like Daredevil. I guarantee Punisher's coming back at some point. Some other things as well with the movie verse, right? So they're all, and then they're in each other's like thing. I think Daredevil made an appearance in Spider-Man, right? Because they brought all the Spider-Man with the multiverse with Doctor Strange, with that saying, okay, so they brought all the properties together because then they bought, Sony used to own, the Tobey Maguire version of Spider-Man, but Marvel's like, okay, and now with X-Men was always separate because I forgot who, I think Fox owned them, but now that they're all coming under the same moniker of Disney basically owns them all, right? Owning Marvel and then some. So in essence, Jess, I think what's going to happen is the next script is going to be so good. I think he saw the second one and thought like you and I, like, what? Why would you kill off the main character? That makes no sense, right? Like he should have found a way to get out of that body, right? Because basically it was spirit body and another body taking over that body, right? and so in essence, I don't know if you guys saw Wonder Woman 2. I did not like the ending. I liked the beginning, I liked the middle, and then the end was like, what? And then her losing her powers just because, she has the love of her life with her. I don't think so. I'm not for it, okay? I'm not for it. But, when you think about Gunn, he worked with that guy on Star Trek, right? Which my mom she's in love with him, I guarantee you. But in a way, Jess, I think he's going to go next level with this with Marvel, and he's going to tie in the multiverse. He already did it. He already broke it in a way. When you think about Guardians of the Galaxy, they came back to Earth. Then they went to the Hollywood, okay? People think they're not real. I think it would be fun, and they've already kind of alluded to it in certain Marvel ones, when they do a play acting. When Thor and what's his name plays Loki, Matt Damon, right? He plays Loki, and then I don't know who the other actor that plays, Thor, and so they do this thing. It would be interesting if they broke the wall again, and they're like, they meet the actors who play them on Earth. In a way, he's already done that in the one that you talked about, the special, right? But in a way, I think he could go next level if he honestly does something that people have been wondering about, and it's Indiana Jones tying into Star Wars. It's there. There's a clip, you've probably seen it. There's an R2-D2 in cuneiform along with C-3PO, right? It's there in the Temple of Doom, okay? George Lucas, do you understand where I'm going with this?
I'm thinking, I remember it was funny. It was a Star Wars comic with, and it was about, what was it? Han Solo and Chewbacca. They hit their warp drive or whatever, light speed. Well, I don't know if I forget what you call it. It's too many to call. And they end up on this planet, okay? So they end up crash landing on this planet, and they eventually pass away. But what planet they crashed on was Earth, and people mistook Chewbacca for Bigfoot. And
okay. So in other words, and just go with me on this, okay? Just go with me on this. I know it's a film, I get it, but just go with me on this. What if, in a way, someone bridges the gap of, because Battlestar Galactica did this, by the way, it was very smart. They were like the whole time in space, but they find Earth eventually, and then they hide among Earthlings, or they help be the original Israel, the 12 tribes.
You talk about the new Battlestar Galactica, correct?
Yeah.
So you saw the ending.
I saw the one where they went to the future eventually, but they found Earth because they were going from their planet, which got destroyed. You thought it was Earth. It was Earth like, what they've been discovering as of late, thanks to the James Webb Telescope. The James Webb Telescope has seen other Earth-like planets that are habitable. If this planet were in a way not habitable anymore, and there's some planets that are not, right? Would we be able to venture into space, get onto another planet once we find like warp drive, right? Or fast as like, that. Could we get somewhere eventually and then, we basically live there? That's the thought about alien here, by the way, right? But my point is this. What you're bringing up is something that George Lucas, Spielberg, and all of those have always had a thought about. What if these things could happen again? And what if, back to people that go to like, they do a lot of stuff, but what if the pyramids were a version of that? They always have a theory. How come pyramid? Why are there pyramids, all different types around the world, with people that never really fully met each other, all scattered above ground and underground? What is it about that? Why are there winged creatures on these things? How did they see wing, right? I get that they saw, birds, but they always have creatures that are like sometimes tall and help out humans. You get where I'm going with this?
Oh my God! It is not Sunday. It's not coast to coast. That's where we're going. That's where we're going right now.
Coast to Coast is awesome, by the way. I'm a huge fan. But my point is this. Okay, my point is this. What if there was a world out there and the Guardians of the Galaxy actually lived, but we only know a story of them? Now, I know you're not going to buy that because it makes no sense. But what if there was a guy and his name was Rack? And he was like, what are you talking about, man? And he's like, I don't like you right now because you're kind of weird. What if he came onto Earth and a Gamora-like person came, but she didn't look like, Gamora, obviously. What if these stories are here for a reason? What if they exist somewhere around the world? Am I too, weird for saying that?
No. Because, if you start looking at the pyramids and stuff, you'll notice, they all have similarities between them. Which, let's be real, it should not be any similarities in anything that they do.
So what if story, in a way, is a way of us understanding what is out there eventually? There's a lot of story about Alien. I guarantee Alien's like, that's not us. And then there's other alien going, is it? And then there's other alien that goes, eh. What if you ask, let's say, no one ever thinks this, all right? I would do this. I would totally do this. If there was an alien that finally made themselves known, I would say, okay, which is your favorite film? Because I guarantee they are, you know what I mean? They watch stuff. You go, which one do you really like? Do you like the one Independence Day? Okay, I would judge them on that. If they like the Independence Day, I'd be like, oh, you're here to destroy us. if they like what other alien films that are good out there? Contact? Do they like that, or did it bore them to tears? Right? They're like, we don't do that. Which one do you think they would be a fan of? Because I guarantee they would watch. They go, okay. Right? But I think they've been watching since the 50s. I think they love Lucy. I think they have humor. I think they're just like us as human. And if you ask them that and you show them which one do you like the most, you'll figure out which one they are if they're going to do you in eventually. That's what I would do. I'm just saying.
Right. I think the worst alien invasion, what it would be, I don't know if you remember the movie Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
No.
Where they're these species of plant aliens. They will kidnap a human, put them in these pods, and then the pod would shoot out a clone, but an alien clone.
Interesting film. I would need to see it. But my point is this. Okay, back to Wonder Woman. Okay, let's bring it all home. James Gunn has in his head 100% Marvel. Okay, he has 100% Star Wars. He has 100% Star Trek. He has 100% all these worlds in his head, okay? He is very, 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 very smart and very perfection, okay? So I guarantee he got his hands on this. As they say it right, they're the new boss, okay? They brought them in to say, look, we need help on this because we're losing money, okay? He said, all right, what do you need? So he's looking at this, he's looking at that, he's looking at this. And in a way, you may not like it, but he's like the Elon Musk right now. He's like, look, I need to set it right because you guys are way off with this. This isn't even the characters, okay? This isn't who they are, okay? So he's fixing it right now. So this is good news, all right? So I'm happy about that. Now, Gal Gadot is like, what? Because she said, can't wait to share the next chapter with you, right? Or her next chapter. She's talking about Wonder Woman, right? but in a way it got kibosh. But in a way, I think it's going to be good, and he just has to call her and say, "Oh, by the way, we're getting it better." That one is not going to take it good in the future because that's what Gunn is thinking. He's thinking, "Where's this going eventually?" Okay, that whole thing that they did, and I get it, the dream guy, whatever. The problem with that is, did it happen? Didn't it happen? Didn't it happen? Then they go with that again, again, again. It's like the sequence where you go, but so basically it didn't happen. It's like a dream when they wake up from a dream, right? Which I don't like. It's kind of dumb because then they stick with it. But he's saying, look, I see into the future and I know where this character needs to go, and you're not taking her there. You're keeping her kind of like in a program of TV, okay? We need to bring her next level into, honestly, space. And honestly, I think the Lanterns. I think the Lanterns need to come back. And Reynolds will probably do it, man, because the Lanterns are, but they need to do it right. They can do it. There's some movies that they do it, and they're like, okay, let's pretend that didn't exist. Like Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park or Jurassic World really went back to the original, and they brought it back. Did they do it right? Yeah, they could have done it better. But in a way, they brought the whole team back from the original to the new, and they bridged the gap. I think a lot of movies are going to start doing that because A, they have time, and B, they're like, okay, what can we do to bring people back? Indiana Jones is out. Some people are making fun of it, but I think Indiana Jones, if you really know what Lucas and Spielberg always wanted to do, they wanted to bridge the gap because they loved working on it with Temple of Doom. But at the time, we're both working on different properties. But they said, in essence, what if these two merge at some point? What if the archaeologist, who is played by Harrison Ford, finds maybe something that Star Wars had left behind? Which is why that episode, which you talked about, is very important because in a way, we are not, everybody believes in, like, okay, not everybody believes, but let's just put it out there. Christians and Jews all believe in at least the Adam story. But what if, in a way, and it's not unheard of, there are other galaxies that have been here a long time. Us as humans have been on this earth only a little time. What if the aliens have been here for a long time? They have a way of like living longer than we do because their biology is more like turtle than we. You know what I mean? What if there are galaxies we don't even understand that are already much more advanced than us, but they're so far away we can't even see what's on the surface? Maybe they're underground. Maybe they went underground because they don't know how out from under. I don't know. My point is, Jess, this is in a way going to go good when they bring Alien, Marvel, DC, and the Watchers. The Watchers are already. What are the Watchers? What is their purpose? They watch what, Jess?
You talk about the Watchers from Marvel?
And they already brought back to the latest Thor movie, the Godverse, all the gods that are here on Earth. What if, Jess? They bring it all together in a huge, like Armageddon thing, and then all of a sudden they save the world. What if, Jess?
They could very well do that. That would be pretty interesting and crazy.
Well, they're already doing it with Eternals. That's where Eternals is going. But anyway, we don't have a big guy that comes out of the ice. That's all I gotta say. Okay, we're out of time, guys. Make it a great day, whatever you do. Remember, life is worth living. Live it well. Bye, everyone.